Hi, I'm Matt.
Hey there, I'm Bianca, and we are in beautiful Walla Walla, Washington.
And in this video, we're going to talk about connecting with other swingers before you go on a vacation.
So stay tuned. We're the Traveling Swingers.
So yes, here we are in Walla Walla, Washington. We're at a winery for a lifestyle takeover, and this place is absolutely amazing. And so we always want to show the world our travels because we do travel a lot, and we always love to travel with other swingers, other lifestyle folks.
For sure.
So this was actually a lifestyle takeover with about 100 people, and it was a crazy mansion party and pools and naked things and all the good stuff that you can do with
So
lifestyle folks. So if you ever get a chance to go on a lifestyle vacation, do it, and do it with us too. Yeah, because we're cool. Yeah,
He said do it with us, and all I could think was like you were saying that to be like advertising.
Yeah, do it with me. Do it with me. She's fine and all that, but do it with me. So in this video, we wanted to talk about when you go on a lifestyle vacation, whether it's a lifestyle cruise or a winery takeover like this one, or a trip to Paris, or a trip to doing Belize or Australia, all the upcoming trips, or any lifestyle trip. That one thing that we strongly recommend to ensure that you're going to have a better time, even though I've never heard of someone having a bad time on a lifestyle vacation, the more people you can meet beforehand, the more comfortable you're going to be, and the easier it is to connect with people when you actually get to the event.
Right.
When we used to go on lifestyle cruises, which we haven't been in a couple years, and we definitely will start going on them again because we love them very much. But those were kind of our first forte into lifestyle events, or big lifestyle events, travel. And so we'd go on the lifestyle cruises, and someone had recommended having I say business card, but it's more of a personal card.
A little calling card.
A calling card. It's basically a card that says, hey, this is who we are. And has our picture, and has our room number, and all of those things, and our contact information from the different websites so that people can connect with us afterward. But before all of that, before the event, we would go on to all of the websites, whether it was one of the big lifestyle websites, the dating sites, or whether it was Facebook or whatever it might be, and start connecting with people and saying, hey, I'd see another couple, for example, because a lot of the websites will say, we'll have a group dedicated to that event. And they'll have their hundreds of people or whatever it might be saying, hey, we're going to be there. And so you kind of go through the list, and you're like, oh, they're cute. Oh, their personality's awesome. And you just start messaging them. And you say, hey, my name's Matt, my wife's Bianca, send a picture, and you guys seem pretty awesome. We like this blank thing about you, and we'd love to meet up for a drink when we go to the event. Our room number, if it's lifestyle or a cruise, which are huge, we'd say, oh, we're in room number 123, so make sure you leave us a note or call us, and so we can actually connect. Because when you're at some of these large events, whether it's a cruise or the big New Orleans event where there's thousands of people, it's very difficult to connect unless you have kind of a plan in place.
Yeah. Well, and we all know lifestyle people can get very distracted very easily. And you're just like, you're standing there talking to someone, and all of a sudden, squirrel, you're over there, So, having some sort of ability to focus some of that energy on, okay, well, squirrel, but we got to go over here and meet up with Matt and Bianca, so we'll be back. Having a plan in place is always a good idea.
Right. So we would message a lot of people because it was way more than we could ever play it with. Well, I'm optimistic about how many people I can play with, but still way more than is reasonable as far as the amount of time involved. And because you won't meet all of those people, no matter what. Even there are people that were like, wow, this couple is amazing, and then we just never see them.
Or you meet them and you just don't click when you finally meet up. That's nothing wrong with that. But there's also nothing wrong with just making more friends within the lifestyle. We have friends that, we've never played with and probably never will, but, we're good friends. We're great friends. And it's just nice to have people that are, your really good friends that you can share this hobby with, and all the fun stories that you have, because you may just not, just, I wouldn't want to be not be friends with someone just because I didn't want to have sex with them.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
I still want to travel with them and go to dinner with them and everything, but maybe you just don't click sexually, and that's okay.
Right, because lifestyle people are the friendliest people in the world.
Yeah.
If you're a lifestyle person, other people just don't get us.
Yeah.
Because we're too friendly. We were talking yesterday about how when you're in a crowd, lifestyle folks will make eye contact with other people, and vanilla folks will just always look down, look away. If you make eye contact, they'll quickly look away. But lifestyle folks are like, hey, how you doing? Even in public vanilla situations. Yeah. So connecting with people beforehand is very important, and we find that when we do that, we have a higher success rate of whether it's playing. Playing is a secondary. We look at the lifestyle as that's kind of the ultimate goal, but realistically, we have a much better time making things happen naturally.
Yeah.
So we'll connect with someone, we'll have fun, we'll have dinner, we'll have drinks, whatever it might be, and then if things move forward, great. If things don't, also great. Because there's generally, at big lifestyle travel events, there's a lot of people, and you can kind of do whatever.
Well, and if you're new to this event, you've never been to this cruise or whatever, and you don't necessarily know anybody going, it's nice to set up some dinners or cocktails or whatever so that you can have a group of people that you can feel comfortable going and sitting at the pool with and then having dinner with. It kind of creates your core group of people that you would be hanging out with. Especially
with the large events. Oh, go ahead.
Some traveling events too also have meet and greets.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to France, and they had a meet and greet, so we were able to go meet up with people going to France, ask questions, and start to get to know the people that we're going to be spending this time with.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have, with the place that you're traveling with, if you have the opportunity to go to a meet and greet, I strongly suggest that, because then you're kind of having a face-to-face conversation with someone and kind of getting to know them before you really get to know them. But also, like Matt was saying, check online, because some places do, they'll have the online where you can just have conversations about how excited, a Facebook group where you can just chat with everybody about, ooh, I'm going to take this dress and these shoes, and, oh, I can't wait to go do this thing here. And it helps create more excitement for that trip. And then you're also creating bonds with people as well,
mm-hmm.
Just through that casual conversation, that when you finally get to your event, to your location, then you have this bond already with someone you've never even met. And so that will help create a more comfortable situation for you if you don't really necessarily know people that are going to be at this event. Yeah,
and we've had people that email us sometimes a year or two in advance of an event, just to say, hey, we saw one of your videos talking about a cruise, and we decided to go on a cruise, and we wanted to make sure that you were there so that we can say hi and we can meet you, and which is wonderful. We love that. We love that the fact that we've helped people, kind of take that step into doing some of these travel events, because honestly, and we've said this for years and years and years, since our very first lifestyle trip, is once you go on a lifestyle trip, you'll never want to go on a vanilla one again. Vanilla people are boring. And
I mean, you sometimes have to go on those family trips.
Yeah, family trips, what about that?
But given the choice, I mean, if he and I were going to go travel without our children, without our family, and just go do something, I mean, we're going to, 9 times out of 10, I can't even imagine picking something that wasn't a lifestyle vacation, unless it was something specific that we really wanted to go do and see.
Or there really wasn't a lifestyle event doing that. I've always wanted to see Antarctica. Right. It's like, no, people do that. It's a tourist thing, but getting naked when it's negative, whatever, is just unrealistic. So.
Well, but the thing about lifestyle trips, though, is. And takeovers and all of those things, is it doesn't have to be always about the sex. I mean, that is like the icing on the cake, right? A part of it is going and meeting these amazing people and making lifelong friends and getting to travel and see these things. If we hadn't decided to come to this takeover, we would have never had this amazing, relaxing weekend. Like if we were too nervous because we didn't know anybody here or whatever, we would have missed out on a huge opportunity to make some great friends, but to see some beautiful scenery of Walla Walla, because we'd never been. So taking that leap and not worrying about if you're going to meet your next amazing sexual partner, like take that out of your head when you think about traveling. That needs to be the icing on the cake.
Yeah.
Not the reason you're necessarily going, because you don't know what's going to happen there. And you might be completely crazy and leave with a really sore vagina. You don't know. I mean, that may happen and that would be amazing, right? But if you take that out and just decide, I want to travel, I want to see the world, but I want to do it with really cool people and have an amazing time and great stories, go on a lifestyle vacation.
Yes, absolutely. And we are going on quite a few in the next couple of years, and I'll show those now so that you can see what's going on. So we really would love it if you would join us.
Yes.
There's so much going on, and there's so many different trips, and it's interesting because SOP Lifestyle Productions is wonderful for these types of things, and they're planning years in advance. You know, and lifestyle events that we haven't seen before. I mean, you know,
Totally
I can't think of one like the one we're just about to go to in France, and we're going to be videotaping there and such. There hasn't been one like this.
Nope.
That where it was a group of Americans or others that were kind of, you know, going there and going as a big tour together, and it's just kind of awesome. It's kind of awesome that those types of things are starting to happen. Not just the big cruises, not just the hotel takeovers, which are still amazing and we love those too, but that there's actual tours to places that aren't necessarily lifestyle that you can go do with lifestyle people.
You have choices, a lot of choices now. It's not just, you know, because we have a lot of friends that are like, oh, I would never go on a lifestyle cruise because I don't like cruises. I don't want to go on a cruise. Well, here you go. Here's a different choice.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's nice to have the choices out there, right? We all know how we like choices.
Yeah, we like choices.
Variety.
Variety is the spice of life.
For sure.
All right. So, anything else you want to say?
Nope.
All right. Well, we hope to see you soon. We hope to see you at one of these events. But stay tuned and keep watching.
See ya.